So this time we're going to talk about cost calculations for business. So the things that are important is the buy price, the markup and the GST. The markup is the amount of profit that a store makes, usually a percentage. The GST is always 10%, but it's only on non-essential items. Essential items are things such as fruit, vegetables, meats, things that you need to survive. Things such as chips, soft drinks and things like this are not essential items, therefore you pay GST on them. When you're looking at your receipts that you get in stores, you'll also find that they have a little star next to things that don't have GST. Things such as tampons have recently been made as a essential item, so you have to pay GST on them. So when you're going through and working these out, it's important to understand what a multiplier is. A multiplier is an easy way for you to find a price when you have a percentage. So to do a multiplier, you start at 100. The reason you start at 100 is you already have 100% of the price, but you're adding onto it or subtracting off it if you're discounting. This time we're adding on, so it's plus the percentage, divide 100. So GST, which is always 10%, is 100 plus 10, which makes 110. Divide by 100 gives you 1.1. So when I use GST, I always just use 1.1 at all times. Some are really important formulas. Your sell price is your buy price, how much you buy it for, times your markup multiplier, times your GST multiplier. Your profit, which is just your buy price times your markup in decimals. So this is without the multiplier, you're just using the percentage and turning it into a decimal. So 20% would be 0.2. GST, which is just your buy price plus your profit, times 0.1, which is 10% in decimals. Your GST inclusive, which is your GST plus profit plus buy price. It's another way of saying what your sell price is. So this is what you're selling it to your profit for. Your GST exclusive, which means it's your price without the GST, which is just buy price plus profit. Another way is GST inclusive, take GST. And your GST is just your GST inclusive, take your GST exclusive. So you've got a number of formulas that answer a lot of different questions we should come across. We've also got some other formulas that we use, but they'll be in orange so you can see them quite clearly. So Foot Locker buys a pair of Air Jordans for $150. So that is your buy price. The store wants to make a 20% profit, so that's the percentage of the profit you want. Your markup, and it needs to add GST. Your GST is always 10%. What's the price, what's the GST, and what's the profit? So I'm going to show you one with multipliers and one without multipliers. It's really up to you which one you use. There's no right or wrong answer, let's just make sure you use one of them. So your multipliers is 20%, 100 plus 20, divide 100, gives you 1.2, and your GST is always 1.1. So your sell price is just 150 times 1.2 times 1.1, making $198. Your profit, which is 150 times 0.2, which is your 20% in decimals, gives you $30. So you've made $30 on every pair of shoes that you sell to the public. And your GST is just 150 plus 30, gives you 180, times 0.1, which is your 10% in decimals, gives you $18. So you have to give the government $18. The other way, you can just work out what your profit is, just the way you did down here. Work out what your GST is, the way you did here, and just add them all together. 150 plus 30 plus 18 gives you $198. You're still finding exactly the same information, it's just a different way of going about it. Now we're going to have a look at the other side, where you have the full amount that you're going to pay, but you need to go through and work it out backwards. So you've sold it to a customer for $286 with this fridge. It has a 30% markup and GST. So you don't know how much that is yet, so you've got to go through and work it out. So your GST is your sell price divide 11. That's just another formula, it's a really good one to write down. So it's $286 divide 11 is $26. So every fridge that you sell, you're going to give $26 to the government as part of the GST. So now we can find what our GST exclusive price is. 286 takes 26, making $260. Remember, GST exclusive is the price minus the GST. After you've done that, you've got to go through and find out what your buy price is. So your GST exclusive divides your markup multiplier. So to work out what your markup multiplier is, 30%, 100 plus 30, divide 100 makes 1.3. So $260 divided 1.3 is $200. That gives you what your cost price is. So for every fridge that your business is selling for $286, it now costs you $200 to buy. That's how much you had to purchase that fridge for. To work out your profit, you just take your $260 for the GST exclusive, take your $200 that you pay for the fridge to make $60 profit.